I was evacuated from my house. I now know why. There are a lot of things that science can explain, whether it be a flat plane that's perfectly level causing things to accelerate as if they were going downhill, or some people feeling the same temperature around them differently. At first, I thought science couldn't explain what was happening. It started a few weeks after I moved into my new house in a rural area of Colorado. I would set things down, like my cup of coffee, and leave the room only to return a minute or even a few seconds later and find it in an impossible circumstance. It would be in the sink and cold, like no coffee had been in it any time recently, or would be in the cupboard clean and dry. Every single time I would think, fuck me, I need to get more sleep at night. It would vary in what would change from time to time. It didn't matter what it was. It could be an apple with a few bites in it showing up brand new a few feet to the left on the counter I set it on, or the food in the fridge disappearing or showing back up stacked on or crushing other foods. The real kicker, and what caused me to lose my shit, happened 3 days ago. It was 8:30 a.m. and I was in my bathroom brushing my teeth right after my usual cup of coffee. I finished brushing and went to rinse my mouth out. I bent over, spit the toothpaste out, and stood back up. I sneezed, and all of a sudden it was dark. Not as in my lights had gone out because they weren't on, but dark as in nighttime. I heard my phone ringing and ran into the other room, thinking it was my boss with my next project. I am a semi-freelance programmer. I answered the phone to my mother, who was crying and relieved to hear my voice. "Andrew, oh my God. You scared the shit out of me. You better not have been sleeping all day with your phone in your car again," my mom said through the phone, audibly shaking. "I'm fine. What do you mean sleeping all day long? It's like 9 in the morning." I was confused. I had just talked to her last night to set up lunch with her and my father a few days from now. "Andrew, nobody has been able to reach you for a few days, and 9 in the morning, are you nuts? It's just after 3 in the morning." I felt sick immediately. "Wait, what day is it today, Mom?" I asked her while trying not to send my breakfast and coffee into the kitchen sink. "It's the 19th, why?" My knees gave out underneath me and I almost gave myself a concussion, missing the countertop by a few inches. "No reason, Mom, just wondering. I'm gonna get some sleep, I've been working on a project for too long." "You were right, I left my phone somewhere and only just found it." "Alright, but next time you want to cancel on lunch with me and your father, at least tell us in advance," she said sternly, a hint of worry still there in her voice. "I know, Mom, I'm really sorry. Good night." I hung up. It was the 19th. It didn't make sense, and thinking of it made my head foggy, filling me with a sort of primal sense of confusion and dread. It was literally just the 11th, not minutes ago. I decided to call a friend who used to work for a lab in California, and he referred me to a clinic to get a checkup. After getting results a few days later, I woke up to my doorbell ringing. Opening my front door, I was faced with a couple of guys in suits, one of them handing me a small pamphlet. "You're Andrew, right? The friend of Dr. Carbati?" one of them asked me. "Yeah, are you guys from the lab he used to work for?" I looked down at the pamphlet, noticing it was for a hotel a few miles away from my house. "Yes, we are. Sorry to say, but we're gonna need you to get enough clothes to last a week. You're gonna have to stay at that hotel or another one while we check out your house. You should call Carbati. He'll explain what's going on to you." I called him a while later when I was in my car on the way to the hotel. "Hey man, so some weird shit got found when you had that checkup." "What the hell did they find to cause me to have to leave my house out of nowhere?" "They found trace amounts of what we can only think of calling time-neutral particles in your blood alongside the usual results. I can explain more if you want, but you're not gonna like, or might not understand where this goes." "What do you mean? Just fucking tell me." "I'm on 3 hours of sleep." "Do you know what a wormhole is, Andrew?"